It is about time we spoke about Blood Meridian. Now, this novel by none other than Cormac McCarthy, whom we know and love, and are familiar with through works such as The Road, which I've covered on this channel before. We have Blood Meridian, a brutal and poetic, surprisingly poetic story. Often unsettling, right? I'm pretty sure most of you have read this one, but did you know that it is considered as one of the few most intense works in American literature? Welcome to Check That Book, a special place on YouTube where you and I get familiar with some of the most unsettling works of creation, and usually it's books, but if you are new to the channel, hi, I'm Ro. I'm a self-published author and a poet who likes to dig deeper into the transgressive. Sometimes we take a look at something beautiful here too. There's some playlists, check them out, I dare you. And also make sure to check out my website, through which you can discover so much more. The links will be all in the description below. Now, if you're not familiar with the plot, real quick, without major spoilers, the novel follows a teenage runaway, known only as the Kid, who falls in with a gang of scalp hunters, led by the historical figure John Joel Glanton. The group is contracted to hunt somebody else, but they quickly descend into indiscriminate violence, murdering and scalping anyone they encounter just for profit. The book is known for its stark biblical prose and philosophical undertones, especially through the character of Judge Holden. Is it just me, or Judge Holden is a spitting image of this guy from No, I'm Not a Human? I mean, I can see your inspiration trail, Skaz. Speaking about No, I'm Not a Human, yes, I'm yet to play the full version, but I've already covered the original concept of the game, and it is in my Disturbing Games playlist. Now, I digress. We have the Kid, right, who grows up in violence and drifts into a brutal frontier life. On its own, it's a disturbing, sad story, but it's a savage lifestyle that's depicted in the book. And we have this Judge Holden, who is a mysterious, highly educated figure, and he, I think, embodies the novel's deeper ideas about war, power, and human nature. Judge Holden is kind of this supernatural force, and I think by guiding / manipulating the group's descent, he speaks directly to the reader. And years later, the grown-up now Kid encounters Judge Holden again, and it leads to an ambiguous yet deeply unsettling ending, which I am not going to spoil. I figured this is not just a violent book, you guys. It's relentless in a way many readers find difficult to shake. You see, besides the graphic and flinching violence, the novel depicts scalping, massacres, cruelty. Kind of echoes back to Bone Tomahawk, if you know the movie. Yeah, kind of reminds me of that. But besides all that, there's no clear hero or redemption arc. It's just even the Kid, who's supposedly our main character, he shows occasional mercy, right, but he's still so complicit, and you cannot, I didn't find myself rooting for any one of these characters. I just read this piece as kind of a mirror, a bit distorted, but still a mirror to our society. That's fucking deep, and more so sad. Now, Judge Holden, perhaps the most disturbing element in the book, because he is this charismatic and intelligent, much like many other antagonistic characters we know in literature and cinematography. He's utterly amoral. His speeches about war and dominance give of course philosophical weight to the violence, making it feel inevitable rather than aberrant. And I applaud Cormac McCarthy for implementing such a character and such a thought rather into the character, who is weaved into the story in such a way that you don't even question him there. If you think logically, he comes out of nowhere. Who is he? Why is he? Logically, what the fuck? Judge Holden is so well planted in this book that you don't even question him. I mean, you don't question why he's there. You just don't have enough room for thought for that. But you do question his speeches. Judge Holden argues that war is the defining activity of humanity, almost like a sacred force, and I'll let you sit with that. I'll let you sit with that thought. He says that conflict is not a flaw in human nature, but it is actually its purest expression. And again, I'll let you sit with this one. That's horrifying, because to an extent, at least, when we look at the world today and what's going on, it's kind of true. In a very twisted and negative way, because of what's happening all over the world. Always been this way, it's just that nothing has changed, and something tells me that there is an invisible Judge Holden giggling somewhere, smirking to himself, watching us. The novel actually questions whether moral systems are real or just these fragile constructs. Violence repeatedly overrides law and religion and social order, which again, am I reading a fictional creation here? Or is it just a conclusion on the world? The fuck? Also, I really like this moment that rather than celebrating the westward expansion, yeah, we're talking about America here, right? The book exposes it as chaotic, senseless, and drenched in blood even. And it undermines the romanticized frontier myths, kind of. That's the best way I could put it. When writing my own little overview of this book to be able to introduce it to you without major spoilers. But it raises so many questions that already have answers, but I'm afraid we're just we're just too scared to look them in the eye. And sure, not all people are bad, but always people, right? Always with us. That Blood Meridian is a good book for someone who is already misanthropically inclined, much like me. Speaking of which, my own book, Misanthropically Inclined, yes, that's how it's called, awaits you on Amazon right now, both as an ebook and this wonderful hardback version. The links will be in the description below. Judge Holden. Fucking asshole. I love this character. No, really, he records and studies and categorizes the world. His philosophy suggests that to understand something is to dominate it. A chilling link between knowledge and power, which, again, I'll let you sit with it. How many times will I say this? But this book is so psychologically real, and I applaud it for that. Blood Meridian is one of those books that isn't meant to comfort or entertain, in a conventional sense at least. It confronts readers with a vision of humanity that is stripped down to violence, power, and survival. and then asks whether anything more meaningful truly exists underneath. And that hurts. That fucking hurts. So I'll let you guys do with it as you may. Do read Blood Meridian if you're into the unpleasant, but not in a splatterpunk kind of way, in a psychological kind of way. It is heavy. I thank you guys so much for watching. If you like unorthodox content, do consider giving this video a boost in the form of an erect thumb, and make sure to subscribe for more. Meanwhile, take good care of yourselves and your loved ones, ladies and gentlemen, and I shall see you all as soon as possible. Cheers!